to make homeopath out of you.
Sensitive person can be a good homeopath.
Perfect.
Sensitive.
And it is so easy to find, no? Or so difficult? Why are you so silent? Why are you taking deep breath? I can't comment. Why? Why? It's so difficult species. Just being human being is so difficult. Very simple. Humans, and I tell you, in seminar also all homeopathy. क्या दवा दिया? दवा क्या दिया? हर एक pinch of salt, if potentized, can change person's depression. You are alive, my dear sir, you are alive. If pinch of salt can do something, what you can do? And why are we not focusing on that? And unless and until we focus on building this character of homeopath, you will not be able to go into depth which Hahnemann wanted us to go through. He has written, man has to survive for higher purpose of his existence. We read, he pass exams. To bring someone out of his problem and put him to higher purpose of his existence, what is the quality of physician required? This is the question probably this patient is forcing us to answer. This is the process I have to go through if I don't want her to go right now. Everyone is backpack ready to take her to a mental hospital where Hahnemann say, no, please, please, Manoj, don't do that. Do something for her. Are you with me? So it's very important. And it's not very difficult. So as I told you, sepia, this word has taught me a lot when we took responsibility of psychiatry ward. We have n number of failures, n number of failures. What I am showing you is, I don't want to boast that this is the cure, still I am failing. But some patient improves, and that is the point for homeopathy. Allopath learns from failure by postmortem. I say homeopath will learn by success stories. But analysis of success, steadfast success story analysis is very, very important. With full analytical mind. See what medicine is doing, what homeopathy is doing, what other processes are doing. Try to see from that. So I'll tell you, first step which I learned is give privacy to patient properly. In general, public hospital, taken for granted. 8 doctors are standing. What happened to you? Everyone is learning now. Sir, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Are we thinking of patient? No. So that type of privacy, specifically in Indian circumstances, I'm telling you, that in public hospitals, this type of privacy is not there. Observation and sharing of interpretations. In this case, this patient, my student reports to me that she's not taking self-care. And almost she was bugged. She's not responding to our any command. We can't do anything for her. On other side, she wanted her to do something. But she was frustrated because she was there for 3-4 days continuously, not been able to help. So I picked up that this is the negative vibe which has been created around her. Everyone is saying she's not responding, not doing. So the moment I entered room, first thing I did was examining her properly. So this is most important, and I found that pakka hair was dye. If hair dye kiya hai, to female is interested in living. And it is not a long-term depression. She has just gone through some reaction now. Sherlock Holmes. Homeopath has to develop that quality. Something has happened recent past. Because only little bit of roots were white. Okay? So observations are important. So I acted out. And in acting, I told everyone that you don't understand her. She is able to take care of herself. She is communicating with you that don't communicate with me. So why are you interfering in her life? This is how loudly in word in her special room. I knew she is listening. And please give her privacy. So I told everyone to go out except one female attendant. She felt someone is there. What are you doing by doing this is transferring that you are here to care for her. And most important thing, respecting her dignity. If she has taken this decision, unless and until you have a better solution, don't try to go and advise her. I don't advise people unless and until I'm sure I have something to change in your life. And for sure, you don't have that solution. Are you with me? This is a small thing, but it has a powerful impact. And this patient taught me that. Because the moment I examined her, while examination I said that I am not sure whether I'll be able to help you, but let me try if I can in local language. And I said I would need to examine your eye. Will you permit me to do so? There was blink. Then I opened her eye. With a lot of compassion, I have seen her eyes and transmitted message that I am there for you. Look at me. That's it. And I had told her, I know you must have gone through a lot of humiliation. I was speaking her mind. You must have gone through a lot of torture. Otherwise, you will not take this decision. And something happened. Look what has happened. She started narrating. She opened her eyes after so many days.
बताने से मन हल्का हो
नहीं
गया।
बताइए।
इनको, मिस्टर को,
I'll tell you what.
वो शादी भी पहले
It's the local Marathi, so I'll talk to you in Sanskrit language.
कि तेरे मन में जब भी उलझने चल रही है उसके पीछे उसका भी बहुत
She lost her father when she was very young. Mother took up the responsibility of family. She worked hard in farm to meet needs of family. Her maternal uncle took care of them financially. She was studious and completed her SSC with good marks and took admission in diploma agriculture. Had to stop for the study due to her marriage. She was suffering very interesting delusion, she said. Soon after her marriage, she found that her brother-in-law and sister-in-law are conspiring against her. I said, why? She said, I knew about their affair. And the moment they have seen me, they felt that I will tell their story to others. Are you seeing the complexity? And she felt that they are against me now. There is someone in neighborhood who is inciting her husband to assault sexually on her. Now, this is complexity. Paranoid patient talks very complex way. And she all the time talking about, I can hear doctor, मला माहित आहे, ते बोलते आहे, they are telling my husband to do this, he drags me, he abuses me. Oh. And then, because when I came inside, I have seen husband was very thin. So I asked, were you not protesting? She said, he is doing when I am sleeping. So I realized that this is not reality, probably there is some delusional thing happening. But what is most important, recently, one woman's voice comes and tells her that her husband will rape her daughter. Now, this is again an alarming point. Because I was very sure family's concerns were so high about her that this doesn't look so reality. But there is some reality. And I had to take one more step to convince her to share, because somehow we have also our mind. I said that uncle of her took how our mind functions. But anyway, you become so intensely involved. Someone close one has done this, who is like father figure. Are you with me? So probably that uncle, but I don't know. I don't want to put my word to her mouth. So I said that blankly. I told her that I don't know about your daughter, but I am sure that you have gone through something. And there was a silence. This interview lasted for 40 minutes with very, very little conversations, more long pauses, and going in the deep areas of her life. And she told the story that since father was not there, family was disrupted family. Her friend's family became her family. She was going there, helping in kitchen, cooking, and she was pursuing her diploma in agriculture. I suppose, if I'm not sure exactly, but that girl's, her friend's elder brother, who was married man and teacher in the same college, found her alone at home and sexually molested her. She was horrified. She came, she told the story. What happened? Typical Indian circumstances. In 1 week's time, she was been married to someone. Are you with me? This is typical. Because family goes through panic now. What will happen to her? So the first available boy, marry her. And tells her, keep quiet. Whatever you have gone through. And this is how she goes into problem. One after the other. She gradually opened.
मेरी ट्रीटमेंट भी चालू थी डॉक्टर के यहाँ, लेकिन उन्होंने खुद बंद कर दी। 1 साल ज़्यादा हुआ होगा मेरे।
I was asking less, she was talking more.
डॉक्टर खुद बोले जब भी तेरे को प्रॉब्लम होगा, मतलब नींद नहीं आती होगी तब भी।
And most importantly, that you have to accept her. And most important thing for me as a man, because she had no father, she had bad experience with someone who she felt her close ones, and now this is physician. So your conduct is still more important in this given situation. And then she opens up further, relieves herself, and moment she shared, she said that I have never talked to anyone. She was released of every volcanic energy within her. Next step, and this is something unusual experience of my life I am sharing with you. Next thing, we talked of paranoia. I said, do you hear this sound here in this hospital? She says, yes. I said, do you trust me? And she says, yes. I said, this sound comes from your skull. It doesn't come from anywhere else. She said, possibly. And I said that this sound comes in me too. You know, when I'm taking your case, I can recollect my teacher's lecture, his commentary. So all such voices are there in my head too, not only in your head. She said, Asa hoto ka? Even that's there. And then she gradually came out of her delusion. I told her, do you want to know how to control this voice? She said, yes. Do you want to keep away from this voice? She said, yes. And I told her some technique, how you will do. And she followed that technique. We are not going to very detailed aspect of that. But how to keep discrimination between what is reality and what is not. Please understand that and you will be half better. And this was possible because she was released of her this built up energy. See the follow. This is after her decision.
हात दुखतो दरवाजा बंद रखा आवाज बंद हात दुखतो म्हणजे काय काय होतं एक्झॅक्ट
She was better, but still better. See this one.
दुख की बात है कुछ चिंता है बोल के बता तू ना बोलेगी लेकिन तेरा चेहरा देख के मुझे समझता
नहीं, सच में नहीं।
Could you see the smile coming back? Could you see 3 different films? We don't have time to go into very critical analysis. It was some miracle for me also. When I asked about delusions, he said, which sound you're talking about? After 2 weeks follow-up, this is. I have never seen. Without medicines of allopathy, only homeopathic natrum muraticum takes away all sound and delusion. No, not possible. The case taking and the relating to her problem and the way homeopath has to conduct so that she recovers is critically important also. So to this factor, acceptance as a homeopath, receiving case to its depth, going into details of patient's life and let her talk what she wants to versus your plus homeopathic medication put together and you see persistent long-term relief. She's much better of number of physical complaint and other thing. I'll not take too much time on that. I'll just go into finishing mode. You have to explore yourself. It's like onion peeling करते जाओ, अंदर से कुछ ही नहीं निकलने वाला है. Nothing comes out. It's nothingness inside. But that peeling simultaneously happens within you. Paranoia within you has to be touched. Abuse and abuser within you has to be touched. And that kindness is transferred, is critically important for healing. And this is possible for homeopath because Hahnemanian homeopath is learned to take details in all these 3 dimensions. Biological, which we call it genetic. In modern terminology, they call it serotonin transmitters. We call it miasm. All these are vulnerable factors which you have to study. Psychosexual factors you have to study in detail. Socio-cultural perspective to be taken in every case. We call it essential evolutionary totality. So same way support of family and institutions and empathetic care plus homeopathy will take care of this vulnerability. This will bring out the depth of research is still necessary. Better understanding of pathogenesis is equally important. Thank you very much to organizers. There is small case, but if time permits, of a abuser. If time permits. 5 minutes. Okay. I think you have seen, Sunita has presented this case, but for the Kent Memorial. This was a case we treated. Very interesting case of a boy who is absolutely mad boy. Now you see the Delhi story, remember that story. He is suffering from ODD, opposition defiant disorder. He is very, I'll just describe you, this small video will give you idea about what happened to this boy.
Share your experience of patient. What happened in casualty?
जब पेशेंट आया था हमारे पास तो ऑल द रिलेटिव्स वर अकम्पनिंग हिम अलोंग विद फादर एंड मदर और पेशेंट वाज शाउटिंग एट ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन हु जो कुछ भी पेशेंट को देखता था उनकी तरफ पेशेंट शाउट करता था और चिल्लाता था एंड ही वाज पिकिंग हिज टीथ एंड कॉन्स्टेंटली बोरिंग हिज नोज तो जो कोई भी पेशेंट की तरफ देखता था जोर जोर से वो चिल्लाता था तो पेशेंट का ये बिहेवियर देख के मैंने उसको शांत करने की कोशिश किया और बाकी के रिलेटिव्स जो चिल्ला रहे थे तो मैंने रिलेटिव की तरफ ध्यान न देते हुए पेशेंट की तरफ ध्यान दिया और पेशेंट को शांत करने के लिए पहले एक बार बोला पेशेंट को कि चुप रहो तो ये बिहेवियर पे पेशेंट ने डायरेक्टली मेरे ऊपर जैसे कोई भेड़िया दहाड़ता है वैसे मेरे ऊपर वो दहाड़ के एकदम हाउ ऐसे इस टाइप से उसने किया और सडनली माय हार्ट वाज स्टॉप फॉर बीट ऑफ सेकेंड और ऐसा लगा कि बहुत हार्ट बीट एकदम जोर से बढ़ गई और ऐसा लगा उस वक्त कि वो पेशेंट यानी आदमी नहीं वो जानवर है और वो अभी मेरे अंग पे आके मुझे तो काटेगा नहीं तो कुछ ना कुछ हार्म करेगा और तो विद इन फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड दिमाग में ये ख्याल आया कि अभी अगर उसने मुझे काटा तो शायद मुझे इंजेक्शंस लेने पड़ते जैसे कुत्ता काटने के बाद इंजेक्शन लेते वैसे इंजेक्शंस लेने पड़ सकते करके बस इमीडिएटली मैंने मेरे कलीग को फ़ोन किया वो वॉज इन आईसीयू और उसको बुला लिया हेल्प के लिए ताकि आगे चल के वो हार्म ना करे मुझे तो दैट वाज माय वेरी हॉरिफाइंग एक्सपीरियंस एंड दिस वाज द फर्स्ट पेशेंट्स आई हैव सीन अप टिल नाउ इवन अल्कोहलिक पेशेंट भी मैंने देखे जिन्होंने किसी ने मेरा चश्मा पेंट किया था किसी ने कुछ किया था लेकिन इतना हार्मफुल
Violent and abusive that the nursing staffs and the doctors used to get scared to enter in his room. We had kept him in the special room, but still even the parents along with the mother and father both were accompanied. They also used to scare to touch.
She says no female attendants were going closer to him. He was attacking on them. This is male physician. Now female physician don't want to go there. No nursing staff, no female doctors. At home, this boy beats his sister like anything. If she is lying down and he comes at home and says, I worked so hard and you are lying down, just slap her. Now this is the type of madness. And specifically, when he is angry with the world, he will go into convulsion. And repeated convulsion. He was on anti-epileptic drugs. He has some psychiatric derangement. When I took detailed case, I realized that he was wandering like mad dog in one house to another house, and father used to be so upset with this that he used to beat him with belt. बेल्ट से मारते थे, चेन से बांधते थे. मैं पागल कुत्ते जैसा था. Remedy was clear to me. Clear? Lycinum. Lycinum was prescribed. Now interesting part, how lycinum and definitely some counseling and relationship. See this small clipping of this boy. This boy, on first initially he was being prescribed. the time on edge, angry, attacking. He is asking me, इतना समझ में नहीं आता है क्या आपको? I am a total stranger, authority in a hospital, but he talks like this to you. Can you do something for them? Because this boy is most potentially going into the state of abuser. Many a time, these people are psychiatric people. You will experience in lift, you will experience somewhere in a closed room. Suddenly, this madness comes out. And then you are traumatized. He may be hanged. But homeopath has some role. Because this case when lysinum was given, see, changes which comes is so dramatic and it is so appealing to us to work in homeopathy so hard.
कितना आराम लग रहा है पहले से?
ठीक लग रहा है।
ठीक यानी क्या?
मतलब अभी सब ठीक है।
This boy had difficulty that no one can laugh at him. And even if you are not laughing, he will feel you are laughing on him. Okay? He feels his sister is laughing on, mother is laughing on him.
मन कैसा रहता है?
मन ठीक रहता है, सब ठीक रहता है।
काम में?
काम में कभी कभी
उसका चेहरे में तो काफी फर्क है।
फ्रेश लग रहा है।
फ्रेश लग रहा है।
पाउडर वाउडर लगा के आते हैं।
Now this is change for me. He is laughing on himself. When I said that you're looking better, he says powder. If I apply makeup and come, I'll look good, na? He laughs over himself. That is possible. And epilepsy is also not occurred. This patient is now 5 years, only 3 episodes of epilepsy. And EEG also showing changes. Thanks to lysinum and tuberculin. Thank you very much for extending time. Yeah. Yeah. We will, because थोड़ा psychiatric zone ज़्यादा हो जाता था, इसलिए मैंने ब्रेक मार दिया अपने आप को, because there is limitations of going abuse story तक ठीक था, but if you go into paranoia, you have to understand, and this is what I am trying to practice with my client, that try to understand their paranoia in unique way. Don't say label them as having psychosis. Everyone has a unique psychosis, and they are trying to communicate through that language. She says here, my daughter will be assaulted by my husband. This is simply not a delusional aspect. She is communicating that some young person in family will be assaulted by some close one of family. Are you getting? Decoding this is important. So everyone has these pressure points. Once her pressure point was released, she was being able to communicate with you. That aperture was open of madness. She trusted me. In this trustful situation, I started talking to her that, can you discriminate? There is a sound coming outside, truck, tempo, rickshaws are going. Can you hear that sound? She says, no. I said, where are you occupied? I can hear all that sound. Why are you not in now? Why are you into that past? You are out. You are free. You can be free of that sound. Connect to now. And she started connecting to now. Because even if I am idle, right now I am talking, you are going to your abuse story. Your skull inside start thinking about what experiences you or someone close to you have gone through. This is how mind takes you to the past. That's the job of mind. And the healing is in now. So bringing her to now, repeatedly now. What is happening to now? That is an exercise they have to do with themselves. In Vipassana technique, they do that. But it is not possible to do with paranoid in Vipassana center. But it is possible in homeopathic clinic after such interview. To put them to now, at this moment of breathing, at this moment of sound, at this moment of relating to everyone,